Alright, so video number 2. What I didn't show you guys was, I'll go back to this one for just 2 seconds, is that the open house, if they don't allow it before Saturday, Sunday, we'll have to go Saturday, Sunday, 12 to 1:30 this weekend, Saturday, Sunday for that one. So I'll find out if they'll allow before then. If they don't, then I'll try to structure around this weekend. Try to make it as convenient as possible so that we can jump on as many as we can all in one shot. All right. All offers due by Thursday, October 9th, which is tomorrow at 5 p.m. I can call and find out if they've got offers. Um, or maybe we can jump out there today. I don't know. Today is Wednesday, I do believe. Wednesday the 8th. Makes sense. Thursday the 9th. Charming, 1,200 square feet, craftsman style, inviting, covered porch, inviting 6 rooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. Did I just see? One full bath. One full bath. 2-year-old furnace. All lovingly maintained, updated. Will be the judge of that within the last 10 years with solar panels. Roof replaced with solar panels. Okay. So the question with solar panels is one of two scenarios. One, are the panels owned or are they rented slash leased? Well, if they're rented slash leased, there's a application process where they have to accept you 99.99999% of the time. That's not a problem. In fact, I've never seen a problem. If you've got the credit to buy a house, you've got the credit to apply and qualify for taking over that lease. The other option, which is the preferred option, and I don't know which one it is in this case, is that the sellers of this property own the solar panels outright, and there is no third party, there is no lease, there is no other agreement. It just comes with the property, and at that point, it functions like any other appliance, just like a hot water heater or a heating system. It's just something that's attached to the house. And it doesn't come with any strings or attachments or any kind of problems, or extra work. I shouldn't say problems, extra work, as if you were doing it as a third party. So owned is better than third party is basically the idea with that. The kitchen also has need updated features, stainless steel appliances, pantry, back entrance, interior has been freshly painted, wallpapered. Outdoors you'll find quarter acre, 2-car garage, storage shed, vinyl, maintenance, home is move-in ready. Okay, so 1,200 square feet. 800 of that is below grade, so that's a small house. 800 out of the 1,200, that gives me 400. So there's 400 square feet. Am I doing math correctly here? 400 square feet up top and then 800 down below. 8 and 4 is 12. Okay. Gas, one zone gas, natural gas. 4F Street. This is where? This is the Barackton property. So reserves the right to accept the offer at any time. Okay. So maybe we can get over there and do things quick if they allow it, if there's time. Standard electricity, range, dishwasher, microwave, refrigerator, washer and dryer, all to stay. Basement, yeah, yes. And unfinished. We'll see if we get any pictures of that. Driveway, city water, city sewer, which you would expect in Brockton. 1900, more than likely they don't know exactly how old the house is, but it's in around that time frame. Nothing else to learn here. Okay, 2 days on the market. 2 days on the market, and they're looking for offers uh, by Thursday, October 9th. So that's 4 days in. This agent might be in the wrong time frame. That was the kind of way things worked 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Who knows? Maybe it's that popular of a property and a location that they're getting offers that quickly. First thing that jumps out at me, it looks like we have some fuzz in here. So stuff is building up. I don't see gutters. No, there is gutters. Gutters, downspout. So the gutters might need to be cleaned. There are things building up, pine needles or something in the gutters. Other than that, everything looks fine to me. Gutters coming down through here. Interesting. I think there's a gutter through here, then maybe downspout out back there, or that dumps into this one. Hopefully not. That pipe's not large enough to accommodate all that water going down and through. Everything else looks fine. Neighbor's house, maybe a garage, shed. Chimney top doesn't have the spark arrestor. There's usually a metal cap. It kind of prevents animals from getting in, sort of kind of rain getting in, or sparks getting out. So that, at first glance, looks nice and fine. Inside is vacant. Older heating system with the radiators, which again is not a bad thing. These things will heat up and hold a lot of heat, so that's perfectly fine as long as, you know, as long as there's enough of them around in the house so that you're comfortable when it does its thing. That looks fine. That looks fine. That looks fine. Neighbor's house seems awfully close, but it's all about what you're used to. Okay, yeah, I don't see anything bad there. No, nothing. Looks fine. Again, all the stuff is staying. Track lighting. I mean, lighting is lighting. It just depends what you're accustomed to, what you like. I do see like a seam in the carpet. And again, that's nitpicking. If you're gonna have problems, you're gonna have problems right where that seam is. I suppose it's done correctly. If you're gonna have a seam, have it done this way. You don't want it across, so as people are coming back and forth, you don't want that seam to be where people will cross over it over and over, because then that's where the damage will be. Looks fine, looks fine, looks fine, looks good. Looks good. Looks like it might be a hot tub kind of scenario. I see jets down here, so this is definitely like a tub jacuzzi kind of scenario. That's interesting. Not sure what you think of that. Looks like newspaper articles. Knee wall. And get access to some kind of the exterior edges of things. That looks fine. Attic. I'm not sure if that's considered one of the bedrooms. Washer and dryer is staying. Cast iron. Looks like newer electric fuse panel. Hopefully that is not lead. Sometimes these were made out of lead. Which is not a big deal as long as you don't have anybody chewing on it, but if it's there, it's something that should at least know whether or not it's lead, or if it's steel, or if it's something else, cast iron. Wiring, a whole house filter, so the water, city water is going into this filter, cleaning and going out to the house. Heating, hot water heater looks relatively new. It's definitely gas. I can't see where the pressure relief valve comes out to see if that's okay or not. As far as basement, yeah, I'm thinking here. Isn't this the one that I just finished reading that was, I'll go back to that. Solar panels, get more definition on that. Back of the house, downspouts. Get it away from the house as much as possible. Go back one. Looks like there's a downspout because there was nothing here. All that water's going to come over here, come down here. We want to take a look at this, and then the rest is going to come down here, downspout and out. If that much water is going to get dumped on this little porch roof, something for us, if we go see it, something for us to keep an eye on. This looks like a radon mitigation type system. So radon is a colorless, odorless, natural gas that comes up from rocky ledges, comes from the ground up, sneaks its way through cracks in the rock. That has been tested or known to cause cancer. So folks that have it detected and know that it's there will install these remediation systems where it'll actually suck the air out of the basement and spit it out. So you're only in danger if you're subjected to it and sitting in it all the time. With these systems, it's circulating fresh air and moving stuff up and out and removing the danger, hopefully, as long as it's working. Alright. I assume that's what that is too. It doesn't necessarily mean it is. Garage, little shed. Any kind of painting that might need to be done might be an issue. Might not be an issue, just depends. You gotta check your financing. I was supposed to do that yesterday, didn't do it. I don't want to do it right now. If it's FHA, then stuff like, let me go back to like this will create us some difficulties. You can see some green on that roof just because the trees are shading and this isn't drying off fast enough, and moss is growing up there. Alright, so that's the run of the pictures. Let's get that out of here. Let's go take a look at the area. Zoom down in there. Memorial Drive, Flag Pond, right off of Forest Street, down through here, come out, zoom down in. Alright, so pretty clear to see that the boundaries are right there, more or less. Okay. That all looks decent, and I'd be surprised if we don't have decent home, decent home, decent home. They're all decent. Bigger home over here, newer one. Nothing wrong with having a brand new house right next to yours. It'll increase the value. Make sure we're looking at the right house. I think we are. That one. Let me go back to the listing. Front porch. Where are we? You know what? I don't think we are. House looks like that. Am I on the wrong side of the street? Where are we? There we go. Okay. 18. Yes. 18. Alright. I don't know when this video was taken. Image captured in 2025, so June. Recent enough. There's the inverter for the solar panels. I'm not sure if that's a shadow or if that's like rubber roof right there. Don't know. But that was done at the same time that was done. So the roof should be, is relatively new. Alright. Any questions, let me know. I will need to check fire hydrant not too far from the house. Check to see what the showing instructions are. And no open houses scheduled. Offer. Oh, that's right. Offers were due. Blah on that. This is the one that can't be right. Approximately below grade. It's got to be 1,260 square feet above ground. Approximate above grade. Approximate below grade. 800 square feet. Yeah, but it's not living area. It says no. Okay, now that makes sense. 1,260 above grade. Then there's a basement. I will find out more about going, not going, offers, when they're due, when they're not due, that kind of thing. It does have a hot tub spa for the bathroom. Was there something else I was going to check? I saw they had documents. Let's go take a look at the documents real quick. Upgrades, lead paint disclosure. That's a standard. Let's take a look at what they've got for upgrades. Windows replaced all within the past 10 years. Anderson furnace in 2023. That's good. Hot water heater in 21. That's better than 1921. Roof in 2015. So we're looking at a 10-year roof. Panels added. These are rented and conveyed with new owner. Okay, so that's that second option where you'll have to apply for the technically they own it, and then how does it depends on the specific scenario, but usually they own the panels. It produces X amount. They guarantee that you get a certain electrical rate. We can go over the details of that and see if it's what exactly it is. Home was upgraded with vinyl siding, new front door, stainless steel appliances. Interior of home was newly painted. Window AC units remain with the home. Newer washer dryer. Rind security system. I think they mean Ring, R-I-N-G, Ring security system to remain with home. Again, not a gigantic big deal, but it's anything that they have there is something that they have there. All right, so I'm going to leave that there, and I will find out more about both properties as far as when we can go, when we should go, and we'll start scheduling up these showings. Thanks.